Testing, 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 and testing to see if I'm live, and looks like I am. I've been losing a little bit of the Wi-Fi speed. So anyway, so Tim Henderson, you might be thinking, okay, we're out of here by this year, and we should be good. Israel, you're thinking the same thing, and all the people are thinking the same thing. However, we have to keep in account by the lifespan, the generation of the fig tree, which is Israel, which is the Jews. Now, the funny thing is, if you look it up on the internet, basically what the lifespan or the how long the generation is lasting in Israel, you'll see that it's above 80 years, which Jesus does not delay his time. But remember that. Now, let me tell you, Tim Henderson. Tim Henderson, it's a Jew's lifespan. It really depends solely how ready we really are. Now, Tim Henderson, let me tell you something very important. Like I said, we are not um, for the law, but only, but we're for grace, which is basically the evidence of the fulfillment of the law. So basically, the fulfillment of the law is faith by Jesus. It's Jesus that fulfills the law, not the law in itself. It's not by works. The people that do works are causing the people to be delayed, and now God has to he has to figure out, okay, do I delay a little bit or do I not? And he's not going to delay because he's perfect. But it's by the law heretics that are causing the people to be basically, not being raptured within a couple of years, I believe. And by that time, it'll be 2022 before the rapture happens. I think it's safe to say that the secularists know exactly what's going on with 2022. And so does Jesus, and so does the Father nowadays. Because of, basically it's because of the fact that it's the lifespan of Israel. They knew what was going on. So really, if it's by the works heretics, basically accused strongly against them. The works heretics are really ravaging God's people, and they're literally destroying the faith of the weak, and they're destroying the sheep, and they're really going against God in every single way possible, including having to delay the rapture, which we need right now because of this pandemic, or what Tim Henderson calls a plandemic. This we really need to understand right now, that we are in desperate need to get out of here into heaven and avoid the wrath of God. People are really committing suicide because of all these horrible things going on this earth. They really are. And we really need to let them know that it's going to be okay, because the law heretics are going against God. Let me tell you something. I'm not angry at the faith people. I'm angry at the law heretics for causing God to postpone some things. Well, I'm not extremely high anxiety. I'm just furious right now. I'm just furious that I just figured out, okay, this is not happening. I'm just furious at the law heretics. And that's not just autism, it's just also the fact that the Lord is angry at these people. They need to figure out something. And we need to quite literally help the people that are lost by these people. Not just those people, but the law heretics, the works heretics. We need to quite definitely help those who are weak and falling apart because of the work heretics and all these people, we need to quite literally heal, heal their broken bones, heal their broken bodies, and heal their broken minds, because Jesus is trying to get to us as soon as possible. But the law heretics, the work heretics, are literally, hello, the work heretics are literally delaying God's time for us. They're the ones that delaying that. They're the ones that are delaying the rapture. They're the ones that are causing people to party and all that. They're the ones that are causing the great evil of delaying things. Now, let me tell you something. Jesus cares for everyone, but he does not care for sin. He knows there's one good thing happening, and this good thing is, and there's two good sides to it too. One is the rapture, and the two good sides about the rapture is God gets to basically hold on, let me get this out of here. Basically when the rapture happens, Jesus is happy because he has his children home, and so is the devil. But really, it's God's punishment. It's basically God's punishment to those who have not been taken up by the rapture and not believed, because they're the ones that are going to be mistaken for the Antichrist. Those are the ones that are quite literally delaying everyone. These guys inadvertently are evil. They know what they're doing. And Kenneth Ray, don't worry, I do have autism, but it's very high functioning, and no one would know except for us. No one would know, but for us, And even more interesting, I used to be a Satanist, but I have improved, and hopefully I'll stay improved. I think that's pretty cool. And thank you for understanding. Most people don't understand because they don't have it, or they just don't know about it. So anyway, about that. About not that. What are you talking about, Kenneth Ray? But about the rapture. It's soon, but not what Jesus wanted. He knew he had to basically let the people, be basically just find God. He wanted people to find God as many as possible, and with that, within a certain amount of year span, and he will take everyone that he knows that are his, and he's waiting for the people, not delaying, but waiting for the people to escape the work heretics and come to him, coming to him. And also, just as you know, we could be gone within months, we could be gone within weeks, or we could be gone within a couple of years. All it really depends on is the Jews. They're the middle part of the world. The Jews are what, to judge our time, because their lifespan and their land and everyone's land around them. And they're what they're the ones that have full control under God. And under God has control over everything. If you look at the Jews, they're quite literally if you look at the Jews, most of the people that are Jews don't understand what's going on around them, but the world, they're basically the indicator of the world. These Jews are indicators of what happens by the lifespan, by the land, and by what happens in their land. Those three things are what judge what happens in the end. Quite frankly, the lifespan is causing God to say it's going to happen soon, but not in the time I wanted, but in the time that I tell you what's going to happen, because it's by the time I want it to happen, because the people have to be ready. We all have to be ready. Those law heretics are causing us not to be ready, okay? Okay, I'll be done now, okay? Bye.